Welcome to lesson 3.1 part 2. So now we're going to learn about perpendicular lines. So remember, parallel is the same slope, and so perpendicular is the negative reciprocal. Now if that's a fancy word for you change the sign of the slope and you flip it. So if it's 1/2, you'd flip it to 2/1, or if it was 2/3, you'd flip it to 3/2. Okay, so that's how we find the perpendicular line. Perpendicular means they are going to intersect at a 90-degree angle exactly. So when lines are perpendicular, that means where they intersect, they hit at a 90-degree angle. And so let's look at this first one. So write the equation of the line perpendicular to y equals 2x minus 3 through negative 2, 3. So the slope for this first equation is 2. So the perpendicular slope is going to be the negative reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. And since we need to change the sign, it's going to be negative 1/2. Okay, so then my equation is y equals negative 1/2 x plus b. So now I'm going to plug in my point, negative 2, 3. So my y value is 3 equals negative 1/2 times negative 2 plus b. Okay, so then that's 3. Negative 1/2 times negative 2 is positive 1. And so your y-intercept is 2. Okay, so now I have my two equations. Y equals 2x minus 3 and y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1. So if your slope is the opposite sign and the flipped version, the reciprocal, then that means they're perpendicular. That means they're going to hit at a 90-degree angle. So let's graph y equals 2x minus 3. So negative 3. And then my slope is 2. So I'm going to go up 2 to the right 1. 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 Now, this is something where you need to graph more than 2 points and just draw it all crazy. You need to make sure your line is as straight as possible, so you need to cover the whole graph with your points. Okay, and then y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1. So there is my y-intercept, and then I'm going down 1 to the right 2. Down 1 to the right 2. Or up 1 and to the left 2. Up 1 to the left 2. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my second line. And there they hit. So this spot right here is where they intersect, and that would be where they hit at a 90-degree angle. Okay. Okay. So now let's open up. So we have write the equation of the line perpendicular to 2x plus y equals negative 2. So the first thing we have to do is find the slope of this line. So you would have to rearrange the equation, and that would be y equals negative 2x minus 2. So your slope is negative 2. And so your perpendicular slope is going to be 1/2, positive 1/2. You change the sign, flip it. Okay, again, change the sign, flip it. So now my equation is y equals 1/2 x plus b. So now I'm going to take my ordered pair and plug it in. So negative 2 equals 1/2 times negative 1 plus b. So now it's negative 2 equals negative 1/2 plus b. So b is negative 1.5. Okay, so my two equations is 2x plus y equals negative 2 and y equals 1/2 x minus 1.5. 5. So now let's graph those. So I'm going to graph the green line first. So x is -1, and your y is -2. And so then I'm going to draw my line and graph. Okay, and then my y-intercept is -1/2. So here's -1. So halfway to -2. It's right there. Okay, and then my slope, I'm going up 1 to the right 2. Up 1 to the right 2. Or down 1 to the left 2. Down 1 to the left 2. Okay, I'm going to draw my line. That's where they intersect at a 90-degree angle. They're perpendicular. Okay, and then my next one, I have write the equation of the line perpendicular to 2x minus 3y equals -6 through the point -2, 3. So again, remember, perpendicular slopes are the negative reciprocal. So the slope of this first line is 2/3. If you rearrange 2x minus 3y equals -6 into slope-intercept form, your slope would be 2/3. So my perpendicular slope is -3/2. Okay, so I have y equals -3/2x plus b. Now I'm plugging in the ordered pair. So I have 3 equals -3/2 times -2 plus b. So that's 3 equals 3 plus b. So then b equals 0. So my two equations is 2x minus 3y equals -6, and then y equals -3/2x plus 0. Or you can just leave the plus 0 off. It could just be y equals -3/2x. So let's graph the first one. So my x-intercept is -3, and my y-intercept is 2. Okay, so I'm going to draw my line straight through. Sometimes you're going to need to do a ruler with these, and that's okay. And then my y-intercept for my second equation is 0, and then I'm going down 3 to the right 2. Or I can go up 3 and to the left 2. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my line. And boom, perpendicular lines where they hit 90 degrees. Okay, so remember, perpendicular lines mean they have a negative reciprocal of slopes. Parallel means they're the same. Perpendicular means you flip it and change the sign. So that's it for video 2 of lesson 3.1. Bye.